It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems now.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 30 base.
Mike, 28. Mike.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
45's the mark. Get that quarterback.
Now Lawrence. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
We got to get this stop here, D. 45.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Here we go. 49, guys. Mike.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. First carry for Nick Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Browns had 15-1 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense. But this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike's 49.
On play action, Lawrence. They'll get this out to Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 21 yards away. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all, and you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
Myles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cleveland offense making their way out. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
You ain't doing nothing today.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 28-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From midfield now, Lawrence. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Coming to you, coming to you. 45's the mic. 45's.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Double dog, that's the way.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
45, Mike, 45.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we sit, only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check.
On second down now. LeBlanc and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know you feel that.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Lawrence. And the pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Now Lawrence.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
60 yards.
Two times.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. 94.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Mike 28. Oh, yeah.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
What we got? Hey, number 28.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jordan Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Mike, 49. I'm trying to collect.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day. Check.
Now a give right side. LeBlanc. And he's got some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. LeBlanc, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 10, 43 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
We got this.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first. Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. What a performance.